Gneiss is a spreadsheet programming environment for creating interactive web applications that make use of backend data. Gneiss is a live coding environment as the program's output updates as soon as the user makes an edit. The user uses data in the spreadsheet as example values to develop the program. Here I demonstrate how to use Gneiss to create a multi-page application that uses two online databases to search for places and photos of a selected place. I first create a heading and a text box for entering the search term. In the spreadsheet, I set A1 to be the value of the text box. At the right panel, I can switch to the preview mode to do a few tests, make sure that A1 is linked to the text box correctly. I use Google's Place web service to search for places, and enter the API into the URL bar at the left, and change the value of the query parameter to be the value of cell A1. I extracted the name, address, and rating fields from the return data to the spreadsheet using drag and drop. Now you can see that when I type in the text box and press enter, A1's value changes, and that causes the API request to be triggered using A1's new value as the query term. This in turn updates the spreadsheet data to be the latest search results. I'm going to use a grid list to show the search results. I drag two text elements into the list. I set the value of the top text to be the first place name, which is cell B1. The system automatically populates the top text and other items to be the rest of the cells in column B. I use the same method to set the second text to be the rating. I add a checkbox to sort the results by ratings. In the spreadsheet, I click on the arrow icon in the rating column and open the dialog box for sorting and filtering. I set the sorting rule to be if the checkbox is checked, sort descending, otherwise sort ascending. I add a map visualization and a checkbox to the list items to let users plot a play on the map. I use column E to store if the checkbox of this place is checked by entering the first checkbox in the first cell and autofill the rest of the cells. I then use column F to get the addresses of the check place using an if formula. And I assign column F to be the address property of the map. Now I have a basic search application that lets users interactively sort and visualize places. I want the name of the place to be a hyperlink that goes to a detail page showing the photos of this place. To do so, I need to store the last click name in the spreadsheet and send the name to a photo web service to retrieve the photos. In Gneiss, all GUI elements have a state property that shows how the mouse cursor interacts with the element. Some possible values are idle, hovered, pressed, and clicked. I fill in column G with the state property of all the name text. You can see that the value changes as I interact with the text. In H1, I use a countif formula to make it become 1 if any text is clicked. Next, if H1 is 1, I use lookup to let H2 be the name of the clicked item, otherwise H2 stays the same value. This makes H2 the last click name. I then use H2 as the query term in the Flickr photo search API, and I extract the fields I need to compose the photo URLs. Here I set the filter to show only the first 8 photos, and I use the concatenate formula to compose the URL. Now I create a detail page, and I set the link of the name text to be details. In the detail page, I drag a title and a back button. I set the title to be the name of the last click item, which is H2, and I set the link property of the back button to be index. I drag in a grid list, an image item, and set its source to be the first photo. The system populates the rest of the list. I switch to the preview mode to run a few more tests. Everything works great. With Gneiss, I create this application within 5 minutes using only spreadsheet formulas. To know more about Gneiss, please read our paper for detail.